People love to judge others based on what they think they know. But what happens when a man everyone believed to be broken, poor, and abandoned suddenly becomes the heir to a massive hidden fortune? This is the story of Daniel, a single father whose ex's family mocked him, whose ex's mistress tried to destroy him, and whose past came back to bite them in ways they never imagined. And if you're watching right now, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay with us for more heart-touching and shocking stories. Daniel Carter had never imagined that life could twist into so many sharp turns in such a short time. 1 year ago, he had everything: an amazing job, a warm home, and a wife he thought loved him. But everything shattered the afternoon he walked into his own house holding his 5-year-old daughter Lily's favorite strawberry cake. He had planned a surprise for her. Instead, the surprise was for him. He heard whispers upstairs, giggling, shuffling, and the unmistakable sound of his wife, Elena, with another man. That man was Jason, Elena's coworker and secret affair partner. Within a week, Elena filed for divorce, and her wealthy family stood behind her, giving Daniel only one choice: leave with nothing or fight a battle he couldn't afford. But Daniel knew two things: he didn't want money, and he would never live away from his daughter. So he walked out with Lily in his arms, a small backpack of clothes, and a heart full of pain. Months passed, and Daniel struggled. He took 3 jobs: repair work, night security, and weekend deliveries, just to make sure Lily never went hungry. But Elena's family didn't stop. They hated that Lily preferred living with her father instead of their luxurious mansion. Elena's mother, Patricia, constantly spread rumors, telling neighbors Daniel was unstable, poor, and incapable. Elena posted pictures online with Jason, captioning them as a real family, mocking Daniel openly as if he had never mattered. The insults didn't break him, but the humiliation Lily felt did. Daniel would often find her wiping her tears quietly when other kids repeated what Elena had said, that her father was jobless and a failure. But the one who caused the most trouble wasn't even Elena, it was Hannah, Jason's ex-girlfriend. She despised Daniel because Elena had stolen Jason from her. In a twisted act of jealousy, she spread lies that Daniel was trying to destroy Jason's career. She even sent fake complaints to his workplace. Eventually, Jason's family also joined in, insulting Daniel for being pathetic and poor. Everywhere he turned, someone tried to pull him down. But Daniel kept going for Lily. He walked her to school every morning, even when his feet ached after night shifts. He told her bedtime stories even when he had no energy left. He cooked her favorite meals with ingredients bought from discounted shelves. And every night, he whispered one promise: "Daddy will always protect you." One cold evening, after Daniel finished a long shift at the garage, he received a call from a lawyer saying, "Sir, we've been trying to reach you for weeks. You must come to the reading of your uncle's will." Daniel was confused. Uncle Raymond, the man who had disappeared from the family decades ago. Why would he leave anything to Daniel? A week later, Daniel sat inside a giant, glass-walled office surrounded by lawyers who looked at him with odd respect. Then they dropped the bombshell. Uncle Raymond had owned properties, businesses, international investments, and assets worth billions. And Daniel was the sole heir. At that moment, everything changed. His world flipped from pain to power. But he wasn't thinking of money. He was thinking of Lily. And of the people who had crushed him. They had no idea what was coming. The news spread faster than wildfire. Within 2 weeks, every major business site talked about the mysterious young heir who inherited a multi-billion-dollar empire. But nobody, absolutely nobody, expected it to be Daniel Carter, the same man Elena once dumped because he was going nowhere in life. Elena's mother Patricia nearly fainted when she saw the article on her phone. Jason's family held an emergency meeting. Hannah's petty gossip group went silent for the first time. And Elena drove to Daniel's house immediately, fueled not by love but by desperation. But Daniel had already moved. His life had turned around dramatically. Instead of the tiny rundown apartment, he now lived in a modern penthouse with secure entrances and private elevators. But despite the wealth surrounding him, Daniel remained grounded. He still prepared Lily's lunchbox every morning. Still read her bedtime stories. Still hugged her tightly as if she were the greatest treasure he had, and she was. When Elena showed up at his new building demanding entry, the guard simply said, "Mr. Carter does not accept unannounced visitors." The look on her face was priceless, shock mixed with regret and disbelief. Once Daniel publicly introduced himself as the new CEO and heir, invitations flooded in, investors, businessmen, media interviews, everyone wanted him. But Daniel refused most offers. He had one priority: giving Lily a safe, beautiful life. And through all of this, people who once insulted him came crawling back. Patricia called him pretending to reconcile for Lily's sake. Jason suddenly apologized for everything. Hannah tried to reach him online, saying they should talk things out. But Daniel ignored them. His silence was louder than any revenge. However, karma had only just begun working. A court officer arrived at Alina's house with unexpected documents. Daniel now had grounds to file for sole custody, and this time, Alina's family couldn't use money to influence anything. Her online posts mocking Daniel were included as evidence. Her neglect toward Lily was exposed. Her affair was detailed. For the first time, Alina felt fear. Jason's parents blamed her for dragging them into embarrassment. Hannah lost her job after Daniel's legal team exposed her false complaints. But Daniel didn't want to destroy their lives, he only wanted peace. Yet the universe had other plans. Daniel received a message from Lily's school that left him shaken. Elena had tried picking Lily up without permission, insisting she had a right. When the school refused, Elena caused a scene. Daniel left a board meeting instantly and rushed there. And what he saw erased every piece of forgiveness he once had. Elena was dragging Lily's hand forcefully while yelling at the school staff. Lily's eyes were red and terrified. Daniel stepped forward, voice calm but powerful. Let go of her. Elena froze. For the first time, she saw not the old Daniel, but the new man, a confident leader, a billionaire heir, a protective father who wouldn't be bullied ever again. You lost your chance, Daniel said. Lily stays with me. Elena broke into tears, trying to apologize, trying to bargain. But it was too late. Daniel took Lily in his arms and walked away. In that moment, Lily whispered, "Daddy, I'm safe now." And Daniel knew, his battles had been worth it. But the story wasn't over yet. Something even bigger was coming. In the following weeks, Daniel's transformation became impossible to ignore. Corporate leaders admired him for his humility. Investors trusted him, employees respected him, and the public adored his journey from struggling single father to powerful CEO. He used his newfound wealth wisely, not for revenge, not for ego, but for building a strong future for Lily. He created scholarship programs for single parents, donated to shelters, sponsored medical treatments for children. With every act, the world saw the truth. Daniel was not defined by wealth, wealth only revealed who he already was. Meanwhile, Alina's world fell apart. Her relationship with Jason collapsed when he accused her of ruining his reputation. Patricia's influence dwindled after her cruel behavior became public. Hannah moved out of town to escape backlash. The same people who once bragged about their status were now hiding in embarrassment. But Daniel never gloated. He believed that life handled justice better than he ever could. One afternoon, Daniel received a message inviting him to a charity gala. He brought Lily along, dressed in a small white dress with sparkling shoes. When they arrived, cameras flashed, reporters whispered, and everyone admired the father-daughter duo. But just as Daniel was about to step onto the stage to make a speech, he noticed someone standing in a corner, Elena. She looked nothing like the glamorous woman she once was. Her makeup was smudged, her shoulders defeated, her confidence gone. She approached Daniel slowly. "I messed everything up," she whispered. "I was selfish, blind. I hurt you. I hurt Lily. I don't want money. I just want forgiveness." Daniel looked at her with a calm heart. "I forgave you long ago," he said softly. "But forgiveness doesn't mean going back. We move forward separately, for Lily's sake." Elena nodded, tears streaming down her face. For the first time, she understood that Daniel's strength wasn't in wealth, it was in character. Then Daniel walked onto the stage. He held Lily's hand as the audience applauded. "Life teaches us in unexpected ways," he began. "Some storms break us, others reveal who we truly are. I stand here not as a billionaire, not as a CEO, but as a father who fought hard to protect his child. If you ever feel broken, remember, your story isn't over. Sometimes the people who try to bury you don't know you're a seed." The hall erupted in applause. Lily hugged him tightly, whispering, "I'm proud of you, Daddy." And that moment, more than the billions, more than revenge, more than success, was Daniel's true victory. He had survived betrayal, humiliation, and cruelty. And he had risen above it all with grace, love, and strength. In the end, the people who tried to ruin him destroyed themselves. And the man they called, poor and useless, became unstoppable. If you enjoyed this story and want more emotional, inspiring, and powerful tales just like this, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content.